All right, let's talk about learning Finnish. Do you ever feel like you're just staring at these massive vocabulary lists trying to cram words into your brain? Well, today we're going to change all that. I'm going to show you this awesome little hack for learning adjectives that will instantly expand your vocabulary, no flashcards required. I know. Double your vocabulary with one trick? Sounds a little too good to be true, right? But stick with me, because there's a super logical method behind this that can literally double the number of descriptive words you know in Finnish. So let's get right into it. So, what's the big secret? It's actually incredibly simple. You just learn adjectives in pairs of opposites. In Finnish, they call this vastakodats. Think about it. Every time you learn one word, you're basically getting its counterpart for free. It's just a way more efficient way to learn. So let's start with some of the absolute basics. The words you'll need to describe the physical world all around you. These are really the building blocks you're going to use every single day. Okay, our first pair is pitkä for tall or long, and its opposite, lyhyt, for short. Now here's something you're going to love about Finnish. Unlike a ton of other languages, adjectives don't have gender, so pitkä can be a tall person, a tall building, a long road. It doesn't matter. So simple. So you can just say hän on pitkä. It's that easy. Whether you're talking about a man or a woman, the word is exactly the same. It's one of those beautiful little efficiencies you find in the Finnish language. Let's move on to our next essential pair. Iso for big and pieni for small. You will hear and use these two all the time. They're fundamental. And this is where it starts to get fun. You can combine them to paint a much clearer picture. For example, talo on iso, mutta keittiö on pieni. The house is big, but the kitchen is small. See? You're already building more complex, more interesting sentences. Okay, so we've got a handle on the physical world. Now let's get into describing feelings and different states of being. This is where you can really start expressing yourself and connecting with people. Right here we have oiloinen, which means happy, and its opposite, surullinen, for sad. You'll notice they don't look or sound anything alike, which is exactly why learning them together as a dedicated pair is so important. And here you see them in action, directly contrasting two different emotions. Olen iloinen, mutta hän on surullinen. It's a really clear and powerful way to express yourself. All right, so you get the whole learning in pairs thing, it makes sense. But now, get ready, because we're about to get to the main event. This next tool is a total game changer for building your Finnish vocabulary. Seriously. Take a close look at this pair. Mukava means comfortable, but now look at its opposite, epämukava. Do you see that pattern? You're not learning two totally different words anymore. You're learning a rule. And there it is, that little prefix, epä. This is your magic shortcut. It works almost exactly like on or in English. You just stick epä on the front of a bunch of positive adjectives, and bam, you've instantly created its negative opposite. This is the hack you've been waiting for. Okay, let's try this out. Your turn. The Finnish word for logical is loginen, which, hey, you could probably guess that one, right? So, using our new magic prefix, how would you say illogical? Go on, give it a shot. Yep, you got it. Epälooginen. See how powerful that is? Once you know that base word and you know the prefix, you can just generate the opposite whenever you need it. It's an absolutely incredible tool to have. And it works for so many words. Miellyttävä means pleasant. So, what's unpleasant? You guessed it, epämiellyttävä. The pattern is super consistent and reliable. The trick is to just keep an eye out for adjectives where you can use this. Now, of course, epä doesn't work for everything. That would be too easy. So let's round out our toolkit with a few more really essential pairs that you'll just have to learn as a set. When it comes to temperature, you've got kuuma for hot and kuuma for cold. These are absolutely essential, especially if you want to talk about the weather in Finland. And what about describing a task or a concept? Well, you'll need helppo for easy and vaikea for difficult. So, is learning Finnish helppo or vaikea? Well, with tricks like this, it's definitely getting a little more helpful. And finally, for describing objects, we have uusi for new and vanha for old. Just think about your car, your phone, your house. You're going to use these words all the time. Okay, let's pull all of this together. In just the last few minutes, you haven't just memorized a list of random words. No, you've actually built a flexible and really powerful toolkit for describing things. So here's a quick recap of everything we've covered. We've got our basic physical words, our pair for emotions, and of course, our magic prefix pair. Just take a second to look over this list. This is your brand new vocabulary toolkit. You might even want to screenshot this for later. And really, that's the whole thing right there. By combining these two strategies, learning in pairs and mastering that EPA prefix, you have, without a doubt, effectively doubled your descriptive power. You're now equipped to describe the world around you with so much more detail. So there's really only one question left. With this brand new vocabulary toolkit at your disposal, what are you going to describe first? Get out there, start using these words, and have fun with it. Happy learning!